Hey everyone, it's Ed with Slow Car Fix, and today I'm going to talk about what I'm doing wrong with my 55 Chevy and why I intend to keep doing it. Okay, before we get too deep into things here, the work that I'm going to show you, I did on this car a couple of weeks ago because I haven't been able to work on it the last couple of weeks. Okay, so the last time I left you in a video for this car was fitting this door. Now I've had a lot of people comment, mostly good, some not great. Some people said I'm doing it wrong because I'm welding on the edge of the door. Yeah, doing it wrong. If I'm getting it done and it's getting closer to completion with every time I work on it, am I doing it wrong? What is wrong? Wrong is probably taking a 4-door 55 Chevy and turning it into a 2-door. Wrong is probably taking a car to do it the best metal I'm capable of doing, and then eventually doing the body work, making it damn near perfect, and then screwing it all up to make it patinaed. Wrong is probably putting an LS like that one over there in an old car. You know what wrong is? Wrong is not working on your projects. Wrong's not getting stuff done. I have been a little wrong lately because it's been nice out, so I've been enjoying some of my other cars. So I'm gonna get working on this. If you disagree with my processes, feel free to let me know. That's great. You do you, and I'll do me, and we'll all keep working on our own stuff. I'm happy with how this is turning out. What I have to do is get the driver's side fitting as well as the passenger side. So right now, it's pretty good. What I think I'm gonna do here is, because this is pretty good, and this is sitting where I want it to sit. My gap down here is where I want it to be. Obviously I don't have my fenders on, and I'm gonna have to do some work to make things work on my fenders. This is sitting in a little bit further than I'd like, and obviously I don't have my weather strips on, so this is a very rough fit at this point. This is just making everything fit the car. So, and I have to get one of those little air tools with the little sandery jig, because I don't have one of those to be able to grind in here. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a block of wood in here and just give this a good push and twist this out a little bit. I've got to do some of that stuff going on back there with the trunk. I'm just making it work. So if you don't like it, I'm sorry. I'm quite happy. So this is nice. Like you can see, it kind of fits pretty good, and there's no latches there, and it just, you know, and these lines sort of line up there. And realistically, at the end of the day, all this primer and all this crap, that doesn't mean anything, because my favorite car that I have is this old truck, And like, look at what's going on here. Bare metal, you know, look at the fit and finish on this. There's like a 3-inch dent in the roof there. And that's, you know, this is my favorite thing. I was out driving in it yesterday. I scraped it up, putting it on the trailer a while ago. I was out driving in it yesterday, put like, I don't know, 350 kilometers on it. You guys figure out what that is in miles. And like, there's not a straight panel on this thing. So I'm not going to be as extreme. Like, look at this. I'm not going to be as extreme. Bird crap on it. My 55 won't be as extreme as this thing, but it's certainly not going to be perfect because, and like I said, this is my favorite vehicle that I've got, that I drive the most. I'm pretty happy with it. Anyway, back in here, back to work. Enough talking. So, what I have to do today, well, I don't have to do anything today, but what I'm going to do today, start looking at this door. The doors are back as far as they can go. I've slotted the hinges, which is common on these 4-door conversions from what I've been talking to people. I've slotted the hinges and I've moved the door back as far as I can go. This gap is sort of okay. I might have to open this up a little bit as I did on the other side. This has to come out. You can see it's tight here. On the other side, it's not. I have to do this jam like I did on the other side. This little piece here. I have to finish welding all this crap in. You can see this is also low, but you know, a little bit of adjustment there. The gap's actually, apart from it, it sort of opens up here. Now, a lot of the inconsistencies are these aftermarket panels are not straight. These original doors, who knows what what kind of action they've had over the years. So you can see it's pretty good all the way down. I might have to open it up a little bit here. If I'm opening it up here, I probably won't do it on the car because the car's had enough work. You can see that it overlaps here. So, and then it kind of fades away to where it fits okay up there, but it overlaps here. A lot of that is how the rocker is affixed to the floor. But mind you, if you haven't seen this, how this car evolved, this thing was a complete nightmare. There was no floor. So the floor that's in here, the one-piece floor. Now this does have latches. Oh yeah, there's my wiring harness. I've replaced the one-piece floor. It's all bolted and torqued to the frame. I had to build all this stuff here because that didn't really go right from the aftermarket panels. I got to smooth all this out still. I need one of the, I got to buy one of those little things I was just talking about, those air sander things that get into these little things, into these areas. I probably won't screw with this anymore because it's been screwed with enough. I'll probably shave it off the door. How is this door? This door needs some love anyways, so it's not going to hurt my feelings to take a little bit and change the radius of this corner. So what I'm going to do is change the radius of the door to match this. Yes, I know it's wrong, but that's okay. I'm going to make the door fit the car, and when the body's done, it's going to look great. You just won't be able to tell anything. So part of this is because this isn't the right door for the car. It's a 2-door. This is 2-door rockers. This is an aftermarket door jamb that's not very good. And the car was ready to break in half when I started. So, yeah. So I got to do that. How is the rest of the door? The rest of it's not terrible. All the way along there. This is a little bit something on this little door card holder deal. It's not very good. These doors are going to have to come back off and, you know, get some real love. But the first thing I got to do is get them roughly fitting the openings. As you can see, I've got some air-cooled floorboards still to do here. I've got the toe board I got to make. So I will do that at some point. And then, as I mentioned, I got to do this here. Still has some work to do. I could do that all day. And I got to make this piece like I did on the other side. Did find some filler and some damage in the roof. I still have half the roof to strip, paint-wise. Lots of work. Focus today, I think, will be getting this door fitting as well as the other one does. And then they'll both have to be refined after.
On a run from my given disaster. Speed away from the holy mind. Pride. That's where I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good, you got me good. I keep on trying to rethink, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the road tonight. Lost my head over my back between the joys and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving. In the heat from a hot California, I forgot how you look like in rain. That's why I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good, you got me good. I keep on trying to repent, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the road tonight. Lost my head over my back between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving.
probably not the next video, maybe the video after that, and do a little departure from what I normally do. What do I normally do? Because I'm kind of all over the place. Some days I'm working on stuff, some days I'm at a car show. I made a bucket list purchase, pretty substantial for me. I have to go to another province. I'm in Ontario. I have to go to Quebec to pick it up. So I think I'm going to cover that because it's going to be at least interesting to me, and I want to document it for myself because it's kind of something I've been looking forward to. Hopefully you guys enjoy it as well. That's all I'm going to say right now. Well, that's not fun. Yeah, let me show you what I got done. So, what I had to do was grind all the way the bottom of the door, and then the lip separates. This, say like this lip here, this will separate, and then once it separates, I have to clamp it all back together and weld it all along the bottom. And it actually made the door longer than it was originally. Then I colored it with Sharpie, scribed a line where I wanted it to be, and then ground the weld back. So then I'm grinding into the weld. So it's all solid is my point. You can kind of see, no, you can't see. The door isn't solid, but the bottom of it is. So it's all ground all the way along there. Nice and even and smooth. I've reshaped, as I mentioned, I reshaped this. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. This here, I got to take down a little bit. But then all the way across, it's pretty good. The door itself needs to tilt. With adjustment. But I see right now that I got to knock that little guy down. So that's easy. That's a hammer. Because it's all welded solid. Now my gap all the way up. You tell me. I think it's pretty good. Now I did do all this, the bulk of this while the weight was on the car, while the weight was on the wheels. And then once I had it all tacked in place, then I lifted the car up so I could not be crawling around on the floor. Yeah, so I still have to do, I have to do everything, but I have to do the top of the door jamb, weld that in. You can see this is all nice and consistent, and then here it starts to widen. Now, that's this aftermarket panel. It's just not good. So I squared the window frame when I installed this. It's all welded in solid now. It is certainly not getting moved. Squared all the window frames, squared the jamb, and the jamb was straight all the way down here. And then when it gets to the top, from about maybe here up to the top, it goes like that, because it's made not in North America maybe, and it's stamped with I don't know, who knows what they're using for whatever, but hey, look at the rest of this car. It's not like that's the end of the world. I'm gonna fix it a little bit. I did adjust my door some to be able to get some gap there, but I really like it to be just a little more like that. And I've got some adjustment to do. I guess that's the moral of the story. You can see it's out on the bottom, a little in on the top. So that's fine. Tweaking that I'll do someday, but I have to do things like this hole, and then also notice no latches, and it just closes. See if I can get some light on the subject here. Okay, you can see down here, not that great. So I'm really making a silk purse out of a sow's ear, is that to say? All up in here is all rotten. So like I gotta take this door off again a million times. There's a bolt there. And then fix all this. But in my mind, I can't really fix all this stuff until I have the shape right for the car. So you can see this lip is all nice and, well, not nice, but it's all factory original width. And then it tapers off now with my new metal work. Obviously I have a little patch to do here in the corner as well. It's a lot of work to be done on this door, and this is a good door for what I could find. So, but that's okay. I'm happy with that. There's some holes here I got to deal with. But overall, it's pretty good. I got to do that jamb. I keep procrastinating with that. Once I do that jamb, really it's like a lot of fine tuning. A lot of just cleaning stuff up. I got some work to do back here. Some hammer and dolly work, some welding work. And then, I think I mentioned it in like probably 5 other videos. This car was hitting the corner, so that's how much it was kicked in. Was how much I had to wedge it out there. So I've got to get the taillights around in and get that fitting. This gap, I got to adjust the trunk because It's kind of kicked this way a little bit. It has to go this way a little bit because it's too far this way. For those of you that haven't seen, look at all this rust already starting. For those of you that haven't seen the other videos, this was all nothing. This is all new. So yeah, this side's all stitched up. Lots of little screwing around to do. It's amazing how much surface rust it picks up just sitting here. Bare metal. My fire pit's the same thing. This fire pit that a friend of mine made and laser cut, and I've got to weld it all together, but you can see it's all got surface rust all over it just from sitting here. So I need to get some primer on this thing at some point, but I got to finish the metal first and do all the metal to metal filler. I want to do all the metal to metal filler and fill these seams like I have on the other side, and then I think I'm going to prime the car and then do all use that Evercoat Rage, I think it's called. But I got lots of metal to do first. There's a ton of stuff, like these little holes and stuff I gotta fill for the Bel Air trim, all that crap. So it's coming along, slow and steady, but I think I've got to ease off on my level of perfection that I'm trying to attain here, because I'm working really hard to try and get things just so. I've caught myself on this project doing that a few times, and really my expected result, what I'm looking for out of this car, I'm kind of working myself in a different direction. But I am curious to hear what you guys think. I also appreciate the comments. I appreciate the feedback. I've got some good helpful tips along the way. I've got one tip that I got from somebody here. I'll open up this package. We're doing an unboxing now. I got these straight from the jungle. I got these pump bag things to help me level the door, because I'm always working by myself. And one of you fine folks suggested that I get these little air bladder bags, the little hand pump, and what they do is they wedge in under the door so you can use it to level the door, because these doors are going to be on and off this car about 50 times yet, and when they're painted and stuff, or primed for that matter, you don't want to be scraping them on the door sill or anything like that. So this will be quite handy. So thanks for the suggestion, I appreciate that. If you think of any other tools that you think I might need, please comment. I'm always curious to see what's out there. I like buying tools. Okay, just like that, we're at the end of this video. Thanks very much for watching. I appreciate you sticking with me. This is a long project, and like any other project, as long as I keep working on it, it'll keep getting done. So thanks for watching. Check out my other videos. There's a lot of them on this project. If you look at other videos on my channel, you'll see that I've actually finished projects before. So check those out too. If you get a chance, please consider subscribing, hit the like button, all those good things that I'm supposed to ask you to do that get you my videos. Thanks.